amesharidhika, amesharidhika na pali tumefika. Umeshanizika, umeshanishika, zimeshanishika. Najua bila wewe mimi sijakamilika. You're a painting girl, unavyotindika, fimbo imerise, jasho inamwagika. Umeniweka kwenye zone, I wanna be with you alone, yeah. And I know, yes I know, umekuja ukiwa komando, ukinishika sitasema no, oh no. Cause on the low, nimekudigi toka kitambo. Zikishika basi let us go. Ile kitu wewe ufanya inafanya nisikie kufanya ile kitu. Ile kitu wewe ufanya inafanya nisikie kufanya ile kitu. Fanya ile kitu wewe ufanya inafanya nisikie kufanya ile kitu. Ile kitu wewe ufanya inafanya nisikie kufanya ile kitu. Sudan and Kaskazini on the soul generation. Find the kid to mama. Oh mama. Find the mama.
Quiero yo que me dé, go diga so que te cuañu que añeje, oro da coi quien. Quiero yo que me dé, go diga so que all I want to do is love you. Tell me you want me to. Yeah. Hey. Wedo yo morasta, una corona gangsta. Yeah. Wedo yo morasta, una corona gangsta. Yo morasta, una corona gangsta. Yo morasta, una corona gangsta. Asialia kumane tata getare, kana cara mi wa fegi. Oikale otale, tigane no hiki. Oikale otale, tigane no hiki. Oikale otale, tale moduri. All I want to do is love you. Tell me you want me to. Hey. Yo morasta, una corona gangsta. Yo morasta, una corona gangsta. Whether you're Morasta, Nakorone gangsta. Whether you're Morasta, Nakorone gangsta. Whether you're Morasta, Nakorone gangsta.
Wolan, what's up my people? What up my guys? Tulikuwa tumeanza show and then
kena kidogo.
Yeah, I'm telling you the guest wetu yani ame go through thick and thin just to be here. I'm not even kidding. And I know so many people were anticipating to hear this interview. What up? How you guys doing? If you didn't, kama umejoin sahi, you're tuned into 254 Radio. This is the Nrb Sonic show. And today we have sijui introduction yanze aje. I only think it's only fair for you to introduce yourself.
Nilikuwa nimengoja hiyo intro but nilikuwa nakuja kupapaswa. Yo kama kawaida is your boy Marizaddy aka Steph Kapela. We in the building with these beautiful women. Yes. Tumekuja hapa the home of national hits, the home of only Kenyan music.
Yeah.
Yes.
Unajua kuna interview yako nilikuwa nimewatch like 5 years ago. Bado ulikuwa na ile ulikuwa na American accent, ulikuwa
imeenda
you just pull it out when you're in corporate meetings, unajua, lakini hapana. We could switch when we need to. But honestly I've been trying to lose it for quite a while. I think I'm doing good. I think imepotea. Yeah, cause si poa kwa mse wa Kasarani na unaongea yo what up man, unagonga bana, na kwa shop nitisha mkate naanza kuambia ni roabe bana,
unaenda po kwanza wase wa smoky wapo nje ya moli, so unaenda unawaambia
moli kama 18 unajua kuna wase waliuziwa smoky pasua na they were whites, waliuziwa 5 so moja.
And why not
1824?
Wacha walipe hiyo tax bana, huko ndo Ruto anafaa kuona angalia bala kutusumbua sisi bana. And you know Mollis is the spot bana. I even put it in a song once in a while. Kitambo I remember there was a time nilikuwa kuna base shots uendaga so hapo ndo base kila nikimada show mzinga mbili na barafu. It was dope. Once upon a time.
Weke Molly sasa hapo ndani.
Bana, iko hapo.
Walai ni Molly iko hapo kwa line.
Sasa song about Molly, yeah.
Nice.
Kwa toka Alchemist, literally unatoka Alchemist ukimada show tu hivi Alchemist anasema sasa tuende tukachafua. You know Alchemist iko na bei zake. So that was back in the day, that was the spot.
How long were you in the US?
Yeah.
About 8 years and some change, something like 8.5 kituka hiyo.
Ulikushaanza muziki then ukaenda. Mbona ulienda? Actually 2.0 to show.
Actually si kuanza muziki necessarily, nilienda TPF. And then after TPF wazazi wakakuwa sasa toka enda maju. So I had done one song, exactly one song and it was crap. It was so bad.
But it was terrible. Kwa internet?
I wasn't ipata hiyo. That has never been uploaded. It's never been uploaded. Thank you Jesus, it's never been uploaded.
You don't know detectives. You don't know women detectives.
I fear women. Yes,
but who was your producer then?
I don't even remember. It was such a long time ago. I honestly I don't remember, but when I got to US, then I stayed maybe a couple of years before I started doing music now. Yeah.
When you when you went to the umesema you went to TPF before you went to the US. So was this after high school? Immediately after high school, you went to TPF?
Pretty much. I malized high school to hivi, then I went into TPF, and I was so naive. I was so young. Nilikuwa kapikni bado. Sikuwa najua anything. So, but it was a very good experience. I learned a lot, and I thank God that I learned a lot early when I was very, very fresh in the game. So nili understand almost immediately that entertainment isn't necessarily about talent. It's about entertainment. It's about showmanship.
You know what's funny, what's interesting, not one or two artists have I interacted when you tumefanya interviews. I know 3 when you walifanya TPF, and it's so interesting that like haikufanya like iwonye like iwa ni kama iseme anything about you, because even Costa was in TPF. Na usiseme.
Wow, no, nikipata naye next time. I was just with him like I think last Thursday.
Costa Okelo Max. So the issue
Okelo was also in.
But then they didn't enter like you. They auditioned the Kisumu.
They didn't put nini Costa kwa nyumba. I mean, hata Okelo Max kwa nyumba. And then that nigga has a voice and
I know, and you know what's crazy? Alichujwa. And Kenya nafanya ni feel like vizuri ni haikufanya like imuonyesha like anything. In fact, amekuwa so much better.
No, like, it's a very good lesson. It's a very good lesson to learn mapema.
But TPF was the shit at that time.
It was.
And especially at that time when people were consuming like TV a lot. TPF was a shit. And like for it to not for artists kama wewe like did TPF, can you say TPF had like a big impact like in your life?
I think so, but not in the way that it was meant to. You see, a lot of this reality type of competition shows, the winner rarely, and it's very rare, like I think it's only if we are looking at American Idol, Sini, Kelly Clarkson to like very few who actually won become big stars and they maintain, right? It's always the guy who was number 4 or number 6, number 9.
alikuwa nini kwa TPF?
MDQ alikuwa TPF. Really well. Yeah, MDQ didn't make it in the house. Like I guess, but she made it into the villa. There's that 2-week period where like they want you guys to get to know each other before they start recording, and they also want to see if there's crazy people they need to they don't want any kusuiwa kwa sababu wameka mtu kwa TV alafu. So I think the biggest lesson I got personally from it was understanding, like when I sat down with the producers after, cause me I was so young, I was fresh out of high school, and I always knew my mom was watching, and my mom is so Christian, like she's ule ameokoka mpaka kwa magoti ile yote. So like this is a Tusker thing, like they're giving us beers. No, I can't show my face, even if I'm vibing with a chick, I don't want the cameras to see me.
That must have been hectic though.
It was so hard because I was running, I was constantly trying to escape the cameras, and I thought it was about talent. I thought it was about the best singer will win. But the day I got nilichujwa, nilikachini na maproducer akaniambia, you know what, like yo bro, like you're very talented. If you are more outgoing, if you showed yourself a bit more, you could have won this thing. And then I remember I didn't believe them until I saw who won, because it was such a talented group.
Kwani ilikuwa TPF what?
One. One, the very, very first. It wasn't the first one, but it was the first one in Kenya. So that one had Akina Alvan. You know Alvan is on TikTok.
Alvan is your friend.
Yeah.
And he sings so well.
Yeah. Oh my God.
He was
the best singer in the house.
Walai.
Like, let me tell you, Alvan venye alianza jokes na radio.
Yeah, mtu azisema.
Back then, God, do you know these gospel American singers?
Yeah.
That was Alvan. like he could do runs like nobody's business. He could hit notes that
even
no one
Njeri Mike can do that.
Yeah.
So you can imagine. So us guys from day one, we know this is the guy that's winning this show, you know. And then a chick called Valerie Kimani, I think. She's the one who won. And she was good. She was good, but she was not Alvan, you know. There were definitely better singers in the house than her. So when she won, it was like, oh, these guys were telling me the truth. You know, this guy, it's not necessarily about who's the best singer. It's about who becomes the sweetheart to the people, like who does the audience really fall in love with. So it's about entertainment. It's about you being the best entertainer. And I think that's even what MDQ and Okelo Max and Costa and the rest of these guys who've been there wanajua sasa, like it's about me pushing myself. It's not about the competition, like exposing me to the world, because they can only do that for a certain amount of time, right? Wakona maybe 6 months, maybe a year. Like Tusker Next, as I worked with them last year, they're still pushing their guys right now, which is fabulous. Comparing na zile zingine tulikuwa tunapewa, kani nilipewa TV nikapewa fridge, nilipewa TV fridge na kitu ingine moja nimesahau, and then they send you on your way, and then the person who wins here, you get a record deal and you get 2 songs, but you walk in a studio like this, and then the producers look at you, what do you want to do? You know, they're being paid corporate. So what do you want to do? Let's do it. Finish, shika product yako, next. Umeachanishwa hivyo. Na wewe ulikuwa unangojea, like this was the opportunity of a lifetime, like nda get nini, I'll go now, like I'll be able to go. But then once they give you the product, they're done with you, wanakuacha. But the rest of us guys see unakimbia, because you also have that chip on your shoulder now, you know.
Well, so during this time, was your music still gravitating towards R&B? Like, let me tell you guys, this
Vicky Secret is something.
Like how does it feel to be a good
you are a rapper, you
singer,
can do anything,
good
you
rapper,
can like do anything.
I don't know.
Usijisikie sana ukiwa hiyo pande. Kamera inaangalia. I hope I can see the pink on your chest.
Hey, wacha tu bwana. Mkisia na blush. Nrb street cred. But no, I'm definitely grateful. I'm definitely grateful that it's something that I can do. I think for me, I just like writing. I just like writing in whatever form, whether it's music, film, whatever type of music. I've done rock. I've done obviously R&B. I've done Afro-pop, hip-hop. I touch on what I've even done French songs. So it's just a matter of finding a groove in something and just going with it, I guess.
Wait, can you know French?
No, at one point I knew. At one point, nilifanya French too.
You still remember your French ulifanya shule?
Nah.
Ningefunga pa translation nikwambie say a few things so if you actually saying the truth.
I only remember zile kawaida majumapel hizo
Jumapel.
But that's it.
You know that album huyo amesikiza mbele yangu. So mimi nilikuwa just kwa like sikuwa isikiza that time. So niko like nikamwambia huyo ni nani? Huyo ni Kapela kweli? Like ina sound so I don't know how to explain it, but it sounds so dope. It sounds so dope. So you do R&B?
I do R&B for sure, yes.
Na uko na buzz, yani?
Songwriting.
Kiasi. Si sana.
I was going to ask before nianze sasa kukuambia venye you're a good. Before nifanye mkisia a blush hapa. I was asking you during this time when you were in TPF, was your music still gravitating towards R&B? Ama ilikuwa rap?
No. Actually, rap came when nilienda Maju. I was always a singer, like in the beginning. But I remember being in the US at some point. Me and my homies tulikuwa najita the 18. Shout out to Dubai kama anasikia ama watch. We were. He was rapping. I was doing the hooks. And it was dope for a while, but mazee wa Kenya majuni wa choyo. So they walikuwa tunyima attention. We were trying so hard, like we were putting up shows, we were tulikuwa na ban ma CDs usiku and trying to sell them and stuff, and the Kenyans at that time, maybe we just needed more time, maybe we were impatient, I don't know. But it wasn't really working. And then Drake happened. Drake came, and he was the first guy who I heard was singing and rapping really good, right? I mean, there were the Lauryn Hills, there were the Missy Elliott's before, yes, but never quite in the way I had it with Drake, because Drake was so simple. It was so simple. He wasn't trying to really be the best singer. He was just trying to like carry the melody but then deliver bars at the same time. And I was like, I can do this. This I can do. This is right up my alley. So I started, and of course the first few songs were crap, but as we went along, I started really getting into rap and trying to prove myself, because hip hop has that competitive nature in it. There's and I don't know, sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't, because it's always you can never just drop a song in hip hop and it just be a good song. It's always compared to something else. It's always but is it as dope as this one? Is it making more numbers than this one? Is it like there's always an element of comparison when it comes to hip hop.
That's true.
So that competitive nature started making me get more and more and deeper and really watching my bars and trying to get better at it, and I think that's what kind of like got me where I am today.
It's good that you mentioned the your music in the US. There's, I don't remember which interview it is, but you mentioned that the highest you were paid to perform was $25.
$25.
That's crazy.
25, and mind you. Mind you, I've driven the equivalent of ni kama kutoka hapa kuenda almost Nakuru, or at least Naivasha. Actually Vasha is more like nini compare nini unaweza compare. Like the equivalent kutoka Nairobi kwenda mpaka Naivasha kwenda kulipwa $25. It didn't even cover the petrol ya kwenda.
But how now? $25 doesn't even
grind. And I love it. Let me tell you, I love it because
what do you mean?
It was so hard. Like I was in such a bad city. Okay, not bad in terms of whatever, architecture, whatever, but in terms of the support, in terms of like how people paid attention to music, they were definitely local artists, right? But number one, being called a local artist was a diss. Nobody wanted to be called a local artist, because anytime there was a show anywhere and they said like local artists were performing, nobody would show up. Literally no one would show up. Only artists would show up, artists and their girlfriends and maybe their squads. Unajua? But that's it. No one wanted to pay attention. Like a local artist was a diss. You didn't want to be called that. That was number one. Number two, because only artists showed up at this show, we were all competitive, and nobody wanted to pay attention to the other person. Nobody wanted to, I'm enjoying this. Nobody's bopping their heads. Nobody's moving. We're all like just staring at each other like this.
Just
I can imagine that environment.
And you've seen me perform. You've seen my energy on stage.
I've seen you on videos.
But you've seen it.
Yeah.
So ruka kila mahali mbele. You can imagine all that energy and you're performing to a crowd that's literally just...
They're just taking notes.
It was so...
but
hiyo unajua mwanaume uchukua hiyo unasema mnajaribu kunionesha nini ngoja, like and I used to take that energy and I had that energy for so long, and I kind of got used to it. I kind of got used to, I guess, the hate or the lack of whatever. But by the time I came back to Kenya with that energy, now finding a receptive audience, it just translated so well, and I've kept that energy ever since. So
but you stayed in the US for 8 years, you mentioned. Then you came back in 2015. Like, what made you, was it because you had gone there for higher studies, right? Is it because it was over, or what made you come back to Kenya?
No, it was a series of complications, to be honest. I had some immigration issues. I was facing some heavy financial issues. There was just like, it was a conglomerate. It was like a clusterfuck of so many things that were going wrong at the same time. and that was just the best option. It was the best option. The best option was to come back. And you know, sometimes things are so rough when they're happening, and I nilipitia ka depression, bro. It was very rough for quite a while, to be honest. Between 2015, honestly, hata mpaka maybe 2019, something like that. Even though like I had started doing quite a lot and I was starting getting too used to whatever, it took me a while to finally accept my situation, and this is where I'm at now and this is where I'm going. So things sometimes can look so rough when they're happening, but looking back, I think it was the best thing that could have happened for me.
Even for us.
Thank you. Naona tu ni God ndiye aliplan hivyo, and sometimes you never know. And to be honest, you think about, I mean, not to get all Christian or anything, but you think about like what was like Jesus thinking when he was being crucified, like that whole process, like chapwa kufanya nini. It must have been the worst thing ever, but because of that, like we all get to be, you know. I think sometimes you don't see the blessing of the pain you're going through, but afterwards, I've learned to accept and always know that whatever is happening in my life, it's happening for good. I know it's for good.
So guys, I feel like I want you guys to listen to how good Steph Kapela is. So I want to play a song from your album Vicky Secrets. Then we come back. Mimi niko na maswali mingi za kuuliza.
And we also talk about the 2 new songs he released yesterday.
And I also know you're going to wacha kidogo guys. Just give me just 1 minute, guys. And guys, I'm playing a song from his album Vicky Secrets that was released in 2020. Enjoy. You're tuned into 254 Radio. This is the Nrb Sonic show.
Look at the things that I find when I get lost in you. Look at the things that I find when I get comfortable. Like how I'm just all in your face, like how I'm just all in your space. You got me, yeah. You got me, you got me. Sina mwingine kwingine, sina mwingine amine. I swear, put that on everything. Kipenda tuende safari, kipenda tuende mahali, tuamke saa 6 na kitu, alafu napita na vitu like hiyo ni yangu, hiyo ni yangu. Wezani na yangu, chezangi na yangu. Babe. Sisi pamoja ni easy pamoja, ni tizi pamoja, ni sisi ni easy pamoja. So easy pamoja. Sisi pamoja ni easy pamoja, ni tizi pamoja, ni sisi ni easy. So easy baby. Yeah. I can't put a price on it if I want it. She my better half, to keep it 100. I finally found the one, man, she done it. She ain't no slave queen, she just stunning. She never quit on me when I act different. She always pull me close, like close the distance. We can make special feel special. I knew it from the first day I met you, like hi. I didn't know what to say, but I had to give it one more try. Saw you twice a day and I came back one more time, yeah. Acting all hood but I'm good and I hate goodbyes, I hate goodbyes, hate goodbyes. Now baby, ushajua nakupenda yani. And I know you already heard this song, but I got one more surprise for you. na tujescape partner count, so it's for you. I can't even find a word, yeah. Oh, I know you hate it when you wake up cause you gotta go to work. Oh no, we kick it every Sunday, mama mad cause we never go to church, yeah. Even when you mad, when you hurt, if you leave it make it worse, yeah. So yeah, we gotta make it work, yeah. Sijali kama wanajipa, she's a keeper. Baby penzi umenipa, kitu dipa. Hata bei hapendi chipa, nitalipa. Kila siku ukifika, naanza kushukisha zipa. Mama sita, you're my sweetheart. Na wacha kuwa chita, yako sweetheart. Nagonga kama vita, heavy hitter. Mara ngapi mama sita, ukipenda mara sita, yeah, yeah. Whoa. Marizaddy.
ETX.
Ooh, yeah. She said she want a bad guy. Siezi mind akinimaliza, bad guy. Siezi mind kujiaibisha, bad guy. Siezi mind akinimaliza, bad guy. Siezi mind. Uyu ni wanani mbona anachoma, uyu ni wanani mbona anachoma. Vile ana dance nika performa, vile ana dance nika maliandika ngoma. Anapenda kula nyama choma, minapenda haga zimenona. Anapenda vako za madonga, minapenda mechi Maradona. Anapenda kula nyama choma, minapenda haga zimenona. Anapenda vako za madonga, minapenda mechi Maradona. She said she want a bad guy. Siezi mind akinimaliza, bad guy. Siezi mind kujiaibisha, bad guy. Siezi mind akinimaliza, bad guy. Siezi mind. Kama likupea, welcome to the club. Hapa tuko wengi, ngoja upewe sub. Denge amebeba, wengi wanajava. Fala na fall in love. Bad girl riri, buda weka siri. Kienyeji, sex in the city. Awa wasichana, miniko na nviri. Kaniko matire, nikicheki tiris. Anapenda kula nyama choma, minapenda haga zimenona. Anapenda vako za madonga, minapenda mechi Maradona. She said she want a bad guy. Siezi mind akinimaliza, bad guy. Siezi mind kujiaibisha, bad guy. Siezi mind akinimaliza, bad guy. Siezi mind. She said she want a bad guy. Siezi mind akinimaliza, bad guy. Siezi mind kujiaibisha, bad guy.
Welcome back my people. Wagwan. Hiyo sauti yangu iko chini. What up my guys? Kama uko kitanda, amka. Na msikunywe pombe asubuhi.
Kunywa leo ni Saturday.
Saisi asubuhi, saisi asubuhi.
Oh, saisi asubuhi
leo ni Saturday. Hakuna asubuhi, Saturday na Friday na Sunday.
Waambie.
nimtokache yani siku yako ikianza usiku
tutamaliza hiyo siku Monday.
Ndio hiyo sasa.
Steph na wewe ni mnoti. Hii song yako ya Bad Guy.
Siwaambie sana.
Nilikuwa tuongelee hiyo. But since you brought it up, can you tell us about your two released songs?
Yeah. First of all, shout out and many blessings to DTX and Nakipo Studios. These are projects that I worked on quite a while back, but the timing just is now. Even though Mungu aliamua, but let me start with Bad Guy. Bad Guy I worked with DTX. I've worked with DTX on a couple of songs before. I had the pleasure of working on this at Snowball. So it was my first time at Snowball Industries, and wow, place is amazing. So yeah, very, 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 very. And yeah, that's where we came up with Bad Guy. It was just a session. It was just like any other session, but that's what came out of it. As for Kama has a bit of a longer story. Kama was actually done originally by DJ Mura. Like I know lazima DJ Mura is a big man.
Yeah.
He produces too many hits for Kenya. But yeah, DJ Mura is the one who did Kama first. We did Kama with DJ Mura, and then iyo bado iko studio, it's still being worked on. But I started working with Nakipo Pole Pole, and one of the first things we decided to do, because they have these sessions, they call them Nakipo sessions, where they'll take like your song and they'll do like an acoustic rendition of it, something that you can perform live, right? So we came up with the Kama acoustic mix that you're hearing it now, and it was so dope. Yeah. We decided we definitely needed like some kind of visual to go along with it. And now I have a bunch of tracks, and I'm like, Steph hujaangusha ngoma this entire year. Like you don't really have a single. You've done a few collaborations, but you don't really have a single. So I decided, let me just do a double drop. Let me drop a couple of singles, and at least watu wangu wasikie ni kama jumu sumbuliwa.
Hey man,
Steph wapi ngoma, Steph wapi ngoma. And I mean, nimeanza kupenda dunia ya content creation. So like it's also trying to express yourself creatively. Sometimes you can dibble and double up and pale. But yeah, we decided to drop some music, and there'll be a lot more music coming. So
if I'm not wrong, these two songs they are part of an album that you're about to release. Can you tell us about the album? How soon is soon? Is it too soon?
Tuambie kitu ya maana ya hii album. Songs ni ngapi? Nani tuna expect? Nani
hapo kwa ku expect kwanza.
Nawaona kabisa.
Hapo kwanza kwa ku expect. Sema tu.
DCI has nothing on you. Nawaona kabisa. Kuchimba.
Okay. Fear women.
I see. But yeah, it's part of a project. I won't say whether it's an album or an EP or whatever. But it's definitely part of a project called Marizaddy or MRZD, kama venye Nrb. So yeah, it's part of a project. I don't know when it's gonna drop, to be honest with you guys. Nataka ikuwe surprise kidogo. I think I learned a big lesson, because when I was dropping Vicky Secrets, I announced the date maybe 3-4 different times, and I changed it. So I think it's figured mahali where I don't want to say exactly when until like it's locked in exactly at that point. But it's definitely going to be this year. For sure it's going to be this year.
You have a song called Marizaddy.
Yes.
Na niliona ni kwa sababu Marizaddy, na niliona umesema nini ati kwa sababu weni
sasa ni watu siku hizo wasemaji daddy, wasemaga zadi, si ndio? So baada kusema Marizaddy ni Marizaddy.
Okay.
It's very simple.
Yeah, it's very simple, but I saw that on Trace's interview. and vile ulisema ati cause when it's Zaddy niko like I had actually imagine I had not seen that. I don't know why.
Let me tell you, it's forever morphing. It's forever hata mimi mwenyewe sometimes I don't know what Marizaddy should be or should look like. I think it's for everyone's interpretation, but for me too it's just like I want to do beautiful stuff. I want to do stuff that I want to leave like a pretty impact, a beautiful impact in the world.
Yeah.
So hence the Marizaddy.
Well, hapo kwa collabos. So what Steph was saying before is in layman's language, he will not tell y'all when the album is dropping, but he will tell us when we sit.
Mtu wade kando. But off air.
Kabisa. Na uacharge for that information.
Sindio.
Na hiyo commission ikujangi side ingine pia.
Receiving.
Kwanza hapo kwa collaborations. Mini wakufu. Si nimekwambia Fear Women. Kuna mahali ulikuwa umesema to anticipate Nyash. Kwa interview tu.
Hey. Mnapata ngapi hizi information man? Where is all this coming from?
The internet never forgets.
Hey, nilisema mali. Mimi na mdomo kubwa pia mimi bwana. If Nyash is hearing this, me I'm also hearing this for the first time.
Like wala amesikia leo. Mimi tunamsurprise tu.
Ama ulikuwa unaongelea ile ya bad guy.
Hata mimi niko too surprised.
Hadi uko surprised.
Okay.
Haya, tuendelee.
Okay, we've worked on a couple. I can drop this tea. We've worked on a couple of songs with Nyash already. It's just a matter of timing.
Yeah.
I cannot wait for that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, zile buzz zitakuwa hapo.
Wacha tu. How sure are you we are rapping? Maybe we are singing.
Hata kama ni kuimba bado lines.
I just know it's going to surprise us.
Yeah.
And
your rap has some type of musicality in it. Like it's very you see like the way Watendawili, you never know what sound they'll use. You also have the same.
True.
Yeah.
And you also mentioned that you have in a previous digging kuchambu. So you also mentioned that you had approached Brandy Maina on a collaboration, and you wanted to do a song, an R&B song, but apparently like uliona yo haita fit into her genre because she was doing a piano. Yeah. So is the plan still?
Of course. First of all, shout out to Brandy Maina.
Yeah.
Like I think I called it so early. Like I saw, like, I think not even a music video. I think I just saw her sing or something, and I was like, yo, there's something really special about her. And first of all, I think I fell in love with her writing even before I knew like all the things that she could do, before I saw her dance or anything else. So by the time I'm seeing like the entire package that Brandy Maina is, I'm like, wow, this one is a superstar. Like she's so much bigger than even Kenya. Like she's going to be beyond and beyond. So yes, I had approached her. I sent her something, and she gracefully sent me something back, and it was dope. But I felt like I'm kind of limiting what she is, what she can do, and trying to make her fit into like a sound that it's dope, but she's a bigger presence on a song than this. Yeah. So me and her are going to work on something else. She actually previously, just the other day, she came to one of my shows. Alafu hata sikumuona, niliambiwa tu Brandy alikuwa hapa. And I was like, how did I miss this? Unajua ile mnafikanga msanii unaweka kwa room fulani. So I didn't get a chance to actually talk to her that day, but big shout out to Brandy Maina. I'm a big fan. We are.
We all are.
We all are
in this room.
Aren't we all? Yeah, she is.
I cannot wait for her album. It's an album. Alisema ni album ama ni EP. I think it's an album. She's about to drop EP again. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, the last time I remember when she dropped the other EP, Eish.
You listen to her EP?
Did you listen?
I don't know if I've listened to the EP itself. Mizile ngoma zake zinanifikia nampatanga mtandao.
You've probably listened to a couple.
Mary Jane. You don't know Mary Jane? Caribbean Lane to chase na Mary Jane.
Mary Jane I've heard.
Yeah, it's in the EP. That EP was really dope. Yeah.
Anyway, so someone on Twitter asked alisema kwa comments, ask him kama atawahi tupea collabo na vijana wa 5-8.
I think I saw that. Kuja tuongee.
That will slap.
No, now watu wote tunakuambia. We know what listeners want.
Yeah.
I hope you are not in them down.
Nimeshaandika brandi 5-8 sasa.
Jifanya hadi Nyashinski. Umeandika pia Nyashinski.
Nyashinski pia ako chini. Let me make sure yes ako chini.
5-8 tuambie utawai tutatushtua.
Hi. Give me a call. Me, I love making good music. If it's good, let's do it.
You have ever thought about doing a rap with Brooklyn?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. I think we even came close at one point. At one point we were in the same studio. Tulijipata studio moja. What was that label called? I forget their name. But it was a while back, maybe last year, but one, I don't know, I'm not sure. But yeah, Brooklyn boys, of course, hao vijana wazee wanatesa wamekuwa kitesa for a while, so of course I'm always down for it. It's just a matter of pia hizi vitu kujialign. Pia marappers wako na ego kubwa. Rappers are very
actually what we were talking about it.
We had a discussion today morning. I was asking Njokia and Lils whether it's like me, whether it's easy. Kama ni difficult to access rapper for an interview because like ego and lazima ikue pia in order for people to be able to write the bars they do and to be able to like have that confidence on stage. Lazima pia uko nako kujiamini fulani tu, but it also gets in the way of sometimes of collaborations. It's just a matter of sometimes people have to kind of like have that discussion apart from the artists, so that the artists are just kind of brought into the situation, and it's like, by the way, we are setting you up with this and this and this, come through, and when you meet it's a vibe. But for me utafuta watu
kujituma.
So but I also have an R&B side of me, so maybe
there's that
maybe who knows, maybe that's the help.
But sing in the
come on, there's connect to me when I knew kama Nyash when the first song that Nyash ali release was Now You Know, like when you talk, and it was a hit, and even like in that song he was talk yani aliku ni kama asha make it like like how like
yo Nyash is Nyash. Nyash is wait.
Like Nyash, mimi nakwambia Nyash amesema tutatumia techno, tutatumia kama ameadvert ilikuwa techno. Kama amesema techno ni poa.
Literally my favorite Kenyan like artist. He's my favorite artist. Nyash was Nyash before he went to States. Nyash was a big deal, and then he was already a big deal like apart from Klepto when he went to States, right? So when he came back, there's that nostalgia like tulikuwa tunamngojea yani. So by the time anaangusha Now You Know, like I think even him he knew
alikuwa tunajua
he knew like like nimerudi na nimekuja kutesa na nyinyi wote mtafu kuchukua break mngoje kwanza nitese kidogo. He knew and it was dope. It was Nyash.
Mimi Nyash akiniletea usanii hapa ndamwambia ni sawa basi ni sawa. You're allowed.
Humble myself. True. So Steph akiwoye time
Masadi nakuwa najiambia hapa Masai
can we arrange to have a longer interview?
For sure. Hata ni blanda ni yangu.
I can't even blame you.
Blanda ni yangu.
We can't even blame you.
Me actually thought tutachelewa juu ya hii jam inakuanga pa Saturday.
Unaweza nilikuwa wacha tu.
Hadi nilikuwa nasikia nikupigia simu nikwambie hoi kama unaweza tafuta route nyingine. Because mimi nimekuja na Isli. it's way easier, sijapatana na jam anything. So nilikuwa najua woi wewe
but mimi mbogi ya Thika Road.
So
there's no escaping it.
Pole.
But saa zingine unajua place kama ukijua kuna place kuna jam, afadhali tu ushukie mali utashukia, uchukue boda. Kama Westi, mimi siwezi jidanganya ati naenda Westi na nini.
Kwanza jioni.
Unless it's Sunday. If it's Sunday fine, but hizo siku zingine afadhali urushanisho na wase wa boda.
Lakini sawa, tumekusamea leo.
Shukran.
Masaa yetu imefika ya kumaliza show.
So, but before we close this show, I just want you to tell something to tell your fans something.
Okay.
And also have a question, like what do you hope ama unataka music yako iambie nini watu?
Okay, that's always a difficult question because my music is so diverse. It inaendanga so many different routes. Sometimes like you said, I'm naughty on a song. Sometimes I'm gospel. Sometimes
I'm not lying.
So I don't know if I have a specific message or a specific whatever that I want, but there's definitely a message that me as Steph Kapela, as Marizaddy, would love for everyone to understand. And it's manze literally acha niseme tu venye iko na mtaichukulia venye mtaichukua, lakini life ni moja. And one day, like the day you accept that one day you will die, like truly accept it, like this thing, this ride that I'm on, one day will end. And I don't know what that day is the day that you'll truly begin living. And literally you are on this planet to live, to truly experience things and experience them in their fullness, whether it's pain, whether it's joy, whether it's nini. And once you accept that and you move through life being present, mazejo uwaga stress free, like peace, true peace. And I think that's something that me mwenyewe nimekuwa nika experience, like as of late. It's something that I've pushed myself into that zone and I'm truly enjoying it. And I just like to tell people, like, yo, be yourself, enjoy your experience, it's yours. No one is thinking about you. No one, as much as you think people are thinking this and thinking that, no one is thinking about you. And even if they are, it's for a moment. Imepita. So live life, enjoy, kula experience yako, do the things that you really want to do, because one day this will end. And you want to have made your ride worth it.
Well, if you wouldn't have tuned into this show, you wouldn't have left today inspired. You wouldn't have ungekuwa inspired. And I really feel good when I interview artists. Like, you all live something special. You know, every time we interact with artists, it's usually a really dope and really special experience.
Technically knowing someone out of their music is good.
And even understanding like where your music, is coming from, where it's coming from, it's really beautiful and really
life is so full. It's such a full experience, and it's so sad to go through life being coddled in a space because you're worried about other people, or you're worried about what people will think. Naonekanaje hii maisha ya mtandao inaweza kufanya yani ujifiche, ujiisolate. And truly the world is constantly moving, and you are allowed, you're in this space for a reason, and you're allowed to experience it as such. Follow your boy at I am Kapela kila mahali.
Do you have an account for I am Kapela motivation?
But I do this thing called mdomo. When I every morning when I have time, because these days like it's been a crazy week where I didn't get as much time to kimbia kila mali. But it's morning dose of motivation. So like after I just do my workout, like I just give a
But I was telling her how you do a lot of motivations online. So this is very weird. So like just sijai commit before in like EV talking about other things outside of your music. So I went nilikuwa nituma niangalie interviews za watu wengine about you. Nilikuwa nataka kuona if you're an uptight person, if you're a serious person. Like I just wanted to read you based on because I see you do a lot of motivation. So I want to see who am I dealing with today?
Yeah. Nah, I'm easy. I'm very easy going. Nimeambiwa mara mob ni unafakua but bro mi mpenda maisha mtu wa kucheka cheka
well clearly but anyway thank you for making time manze umefanya all you could to get here but thanks sana we appreciate it so much. I think we've said I think we should schedule like a longer interview Cindy.
For sure.
Yeah, anyway thank you for making time for us. This was a really dope interview.
Anytime it was too much fun.
Short and sweet. Hata kama ni wana lakini
I'ma keep it short and sweet.
Ndio sasa.
DJ play this song on repeat.
Msanii ameingia chat. Leo natutolea lines gani kabla tufunge hapa? Buzz.
Freestyle. Also una freestyle.
Una freestyle nini leo?
Na freestyle kweli.
Na unataka usaidizi wapi?
Let me see. I just wrote something yesterday. Let me see kama itakuja. Kauna ni dai ngoja. Kauna ndai koja. Alafu ile kauna ni dai ngoja. Kauna ndai koja. Ngoma ndo hii onja. Najua vile umeingoja. Wait, umelala ka soja. Bado ni mdomo, bado ni chocha. I can't remember the next line. Bado ni chocha. Vile na move na power either ni God ama naosha. Kucheza na mimi ni kama kucheza na pesa na mimi sichezangi na pesa. Piga simu kama story ni pesa. Piga simu kama we ni investor. And what was the next line? Usiniamini napenda ka challenge. Usiniamini napenda ka challenge ni kama napenda the pressure. One step back niko depression. Niko mbele Buddha niko location. Yeah, I think that's it. I just wrote that like literally I just did that yesterday bado ijaingia kwa akili.
How long did it take you to do that?
Like an hour, like 30 minutes, something like that.
Walai.
Yeah.
Me, I have an obsession with wewe ni nani?
Wewe ni wakina nani? Tumetoka pande gani? Wapi mtani?
And like how do you interview tutairefusha sana.
Kabla interview tunafunga hii show. Ukimba hiyo. Show ni yangu. And I have said what I've said.
Nimekusikia.
Yeah.
Unataka wewe ni nani?
Wewe ni nani?
Let's go. Wewe ni nani? Wewe ni wakina nani? Ati umetoka pande gani? Wapi mtani? Mbona nikaujulikani? Buda umekaa na kina nani? Mbona unakasa mabani flani? Unakaa Wakilimani? Umefikaje Kasarani? Buda umejileta pabaya. Hapa kakitu wacha kakitu naweza kutetea. Hapa magova ndo wale wabaya na mpaka kitu na anatembea. Life si fair. Lazima vijana washibe juu maisha ilishatulemea. Uwezi compare. Kama uliweza kusoma usikam kunisomea. Kenya ulipewa mimi sina wengine lazima tusake. Kama ipatikani kwangu lazima ipatikane kwake. Na lenga chai walai ni haso nipate mkate. Bahati mbaya mimi hata siwezi kushiba na mate. Mwisho wa rodi labda ni pingu labda ni panga vile takam ngori ni ngori bado na kam sinaga wori mbogi ya ram. Mwisho wa rodi labda ni pingu labda ni panga vile takam ngori ni ngori bado na kam sinaga wori mbogi ya ram.
Drops mic. We have come to the end of our show. This is Nrb Sonic show, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Every Saturday. Thank you guys for tuning in. You're tuned into 254 Radio. This is the Nrb Sonic show, and currently playing is
Wewe ni nani? Katu kujut na kudisrespect. Siulize na kuibia kwa nini hata mimi ninaibiwaga na MCSK. Nikikupona na nunua makali kwa moka na wizi hata mimi si expect. Unaona mabati mimi naona nyumbani kacheze mbali Buda hisi estate. Ambia koka heta bado anatafutwa manze na sticker liko. Wanteta mimi na vitu mbili kubwa Buda dick na ego. Hadharani nina njora no face utadhani ni horror. sino kora wa kuchora, kukusorora before kukupora. Huku ni kazi na sala, azina kuna kulala. Wametu kazi ya sana, mindo na kanga na ganji ya chama. Niko na gari hapana, lakini Benz tukikuja matanga. Fala na kwara, tukamvunja mifupa kwa kumsamba mapanga. So labda ni pingu, labda ni panga, vile itakam. Kianzisha ngori, naongeza irori, ndo tujue nani ni chizi ya kijam. Mwisho wa rodi, labda ni pingu, labda ni panga, vile itakam. Kianzisha ngori, naongeza irori, ndo tujue nani ni chizi ya kijam.
You gotta know